YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there, Pava. And we're going to talk about how the Philadelphia 76ers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 135-108. No Nas Reed, no Gobert because of suspension, injury to Nas Reed. Philly now leads the season series 1-0 after beating them in this game. Timberwolves go to 35-23 and 20-11 at home. They played at home in this game. The Sixers go to 31-26 and 6-11 on the road. Philly won the first quarter 35-26. They won the second quarter 33-32. They won the third quarter 26-20, and they won the fourth quarter 41-30, winning every single quarter against the Minnesota Timberwolves in this game. Dominic Barlow for the Sixers, he played 28 minutes and had 8 points. He went 3 of 7 from the field. He missed his only 3, went 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Got a lot of easy opportunities throughout this game. Some he just missed and some he should have made, and he did. That's how easy they was with transition opportunities and stuff like that. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers or steal. He also had 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and was a plus 12 and plus minus. Andre Drummond, 22 minutes, 6 points. He was 2 of 3 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Of course, he had good looks because all he has to do is finish around the rim. He was able to do that. He did have 9 boards, which ended up being the most on the team. He had 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a plus 2 and plus minus. Kelly Oubre Jr. played 35 minutes. He had 18 points. He went 5 of 13 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. He hit the threes. He got to the basket. He finished tough in the paint sometimes, but he also missed a couple of them too. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 4 steals. The 4 steals was the most on the team tonight. He had 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and was a plus 23 and plus minus. Just knowing where they're trying to be, keeping his eyes lurking and seeing what they're trying to do, even if he's trying to stay in front of somebody, and just being ready to go for the ball whenever an opportunity presents itself. Tyrese Maxey, 35 minutes. He's the main reason why they won because he was making everything, whether that was a mid-range or 3 or getting to the basket or even dunking on Anthony Edwards. He finished with 39 points, went 6 of 28 from the field, so he was efficient. He also went 4 of 7 from 3 and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He did have 8 assists. The worst part of his night was the 5 turnovers. He also did have 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and was a plus 21 and plus minus. VJ Edgecombe helped him a lot in this one. 37 minutes, 24 points. He was 8 of 18 from the field. Couldn't finish as well as he wanted to, but he did go 6 of 7 from 3. He also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line, had 7 boards, which was good, and also 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. Everybody in the starting lineup had a rebound or assist and a steal or more, and also had VJ had 1 offensive board, 4 personal foul, was a plus 3 and plus minus. Trendon Watford, 3 minutes. He went scoreless because he didn't take any shots or free throws, but he did get 2 assists and no turnovers and no personal foul, was a plus 6 and plus minus. Jabari Walker, he did finish scoreless too, but he went 0 of 2 from the field and missed his only 3. He had 1 rebound, no turnovers, no personal fouls, but he did have an offensive board, which was his only rebound in the game, and he finished as a plus 7. Dalen Terry played 3 minutes. He had 3 points. He made a 3. He had 1 rebound, 1 steal, no personal fouls, and was a plus 6 and plus minus. Justin Edwards played 3 minutes. He finished with 5 points, mainly because he went 2 of 3 from the field and 1 of 2 from 3. He also had no turnovers, no personal foul, was a plus 6 and plus minus. All his shots was wide open, so it was just about getting them to go down. Bona got some dunks and finishes around the rim, but he made all of them. He went 4 of 4 from the field, so he finished with 8 points in 20 minutes. He had 5 rebounds. That was the most off the bench. He also had 2 assists, no turnovers, 2 offensive boards, 5 personal fouls. Yes, he almost fouled out in a short amount of minutes, but it's just because he goes for everything. He was a plus 20 and plus minus campaign. He hit a 3, but he finished 1 of 5 from the field and 1 of 3 from the three-point line because couldn't make anything else. He did have 2 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, 2 steals. The 2 steals was the most off the bench, though. He also had no personal foul, was a plus 9 and plus minus. Quentin Grimes, He played 28 minutes, and that was the most off the bench. He had just a trigger finger in this game. Even if he was in front of him, he was letting it fly. And he finished 5 of 8 from three, and he was able to attack the basket a couple times, and it worked. But he finished 7 of 12 from the field. He did have 3 rebounds and 7 assists, showing you that he wasn't just out there to score as many points as he could. He was still trying to make the right play. He also had 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, was a plus 18 and plus minus. Tyrese Martin, 4 minutes, 2 points. And then you look at 1 assist, no turnovers, and a personal foul was a plus two and plus minus. He also did a good job in general, just knowing his role. The Minnesota Timberwolves, they played a good game, but they just could not defend the Sixers at all in this one, and they just couldn't keep up with them offensively. Julius Randle was handling the ball decently. 31 minutes, 18 points for him. He went 5 of 10 from the field, mainly because he went 1 of 5 from three. I mean, he did good finishing around the rim, even got an and one attempt. But he even went 7 of 10 from the free throw line. That's how he scored a lot of his points, too. He did have also 3 rebounds. He had 3 assists, 2 turnovers, a steal in the block, 3 personal fouls, and was a minus 20 and plus minus. Jaden McDaniels, 34 minutes. He had 19 points. He went 5 of 12 from the field, 0 of 4 from three, 9 of 9 from the free throw line. He did a good job of just scoring any type of shot that they needed him to besides the three, which was unfortunate because they needed those to go down too. But he did have 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. The 3 blocks was the most on the team. He also had 3 personal fouls and was a minus 21 and plus minus. J played 17 minutes. He was finishing around the rim, and when he wasn't doing that, he was scoring at the free throw line. He went 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, no turnover. He did foul out. Also, in this one, they kept coming at him. He couldn't really protect the rim the way he needed to. He did have one offensive board, though, was a minus 6 and plus minus. Dante DiVincenzo, 28 minutes, 11 points. He went 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from three. Wide open threes is what he's going to take, or he's going to be driving or getting out in transition. He did have 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 turnovers. He had 2 offensive boards, no personal fouls, and was a minus 10 and plus minus. Anthony Edwards, he played 34 minutes and had 28 points. That ended up being the most on the team for the Timberwolves. He went 11 of 19 from the field, 3 of 8 from three, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. This is a real good game for him, just taking his time scoring the basketball, taking a shot that he feel like he can get and he wants, getting some good looks from his teammates too, and then obviously getting to the basket too. 9 rebounds was the most on the team for him and the team. He also did have 7 turnovers, which is way too many. But when you don't really have a guy you want to pass it to and you get stuck trying to score the ball all the time, you can make mistakes. 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Of course, he's going to make plays on the ball. 2 steals was actually the most in the game, tied with Bones Highland. And he also had those 2 blocks. 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls. He was a minus 3 and plus minus. Jingling Joe Ingles, 4 minutes. He was scoreless. He didn't take any shots from anywhere. He had 1 assist, though. No turnovers, no personal foul, was a minus 2 and plus minus. Julian Phillips played 4 minutes and had 2 points. He went scoreless from the field and from three, but he went 2 of 2 from the free throw line, so he finished with 2 points. He had 1 turnover, 1 steal, no personal foul, was a minus 2 and plus minus. Rocco, I think that's how you say it, played 4 minutes. He ended up having 1 rebound, no turnovers, and no personal fouls, was a minus 2 and plus minus. Mike Conley back on the team. He went scoreless because he missed every single three that he took, and those his only field goals. He did have 1 rebound, though, and he got 4 assists. That was tied for the most off the bench, but he also had no turnovers, but he also got a block. You don't always see Mike Conley get a block, but he did tonight. No personal fouls and was a minus 7 and plus minus. Dusumu, he was passive sometimes, but he also let it fly and attacked the basket. 12 points for him, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He did have 5 boards. That was the most off the bench. He also had 4 assists. That was tied for the most off the bench. He also had 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, no personal foul, was a minus 25 and plus minus. Jalen Clark, 8 minutes, 2 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field and 0 of 1 from three. Since he made a 2-pointer, he got 2 points, and that's what he finished with. 1 rebound, 1 turnover, no personal fouls, and a minus 2 and plus minus. Terrence Shannon Jr., 18 minutes, 6 points. He ended up going 1 of 4 from the field, missed his only three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He also had no turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and was a minus 14 and plus minus. And then Bones Highland made a three, but he finished 1 of 5 from the field and 1 of 4 from three. He still did get 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and he did get 2 steals and a block, but he also had 1 turnover and finished with 3 points. He only had 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and was a minus 21 and plus minus. Then when you look at both teams, 71 field goals taken by the Timberwolves, they shot 48%. 97 from the Sixers, they shot 52%. 57% from three for the Sixers, 30% from three for the Timberwolves. 36 free throws taken by the Timberwolves, they shot 83%. 67% for the Sixers. Both teams had 39 rebounds, but the Timberwolves had 22 assists. The Sixers had 31. 20 turnovers for the Timberwolves, 10 for the Sixers, 7 steals for the Timberwolves, 14 for the Sixers. That really got them down, and that really helped them, not be able to get back in the game. And then on top of that, the Sixers didn't miss much anyway, besides from the free throw line. They did have 1 block, while the Timberwolves had 8. 6 offensive rebounds for the Minnesota Timberwolves, 10 for the Sixers. 33 defensive rebounds for the Timberwolves, 29 for the Sixers. 15 personal fouls for the Timberwolves, 22 for the Sixers. But the Sixers did shoot less free throws by 15 compared to the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves made a better percentage of them. But it did not matter as they blown out the Timberwolves anyway. So game wasn't really close, wasn't really that competitive after a while. And at the end of the day, the Sixers just was doing the same thing over and over again. Timberwolves couldn't stop it. They couldn't slow it down. They couldn't make things difficult. They couldn't stop them from doing, the perimeter shots too. Even when they was contesting them, even when they was challenging them, they were just dropping and going down for the Sixers, and it was just too much for the Timberwolves to handle, and they never could get the stops when it mattered either, because the Sixers was just making the shots anyway. No Embiid, no Paul George, no Nas Reed, no Rudy Gobert, no problem. Somebody had to win the game anyway. The Sixers needed it more than the Timberwolves, and they got it. And they played like they wanted it. They played like they needed it, and they ended up getting the win in this one. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.